Hello, I'm custom creator Danny Lee OGT. That is my faithful and really cool partner over there. Hi, what's your name, bud?
I'm OGL Schmidt. How's it going, everybody?
I would say that this is the not the first time we have done a Devin Townsend reaction, and actually it's not. But I'm too ashamed, OGL. I'll let you tell them about the first time.
So this is, as I said, this will be our second time checking out Heavy Debbie. Our first reaction. Actually, I wasn't here for that one, so I feel very bad. Danny reacted to March of the Poozers. This was fairly young in the channel's reaction history. This channel's gone through some phases. Danny was still new to the reaction game at the time. I thought it was a fun reaction. I honestly recommend you guys check it out. But Danny is not the biggest fan, but you know how artists are. They're very critical of their own work. But March of the Poozers it's a weird song. For that to be your first look at an artist, and it's this crazy, insane bald guy singing about aliens, that's definitely going to throw you for a loop. So we've got something a bit more grounded, perhaps, on the way. Going to be doing Deadhead. This is a number of reactors have checked this one out. It's comes from a term that's used in, I think, gardening or flower care. But this is also from the Royal Albert Hall. And so yeah, it's to be Denny's first time hearing it. I've heard the original. I heard this a while back, but I'm hardly an expert on it. So it's going to be, I think it'll be a reasonable enough first time reaction for the both of us. But Devin always brings a good. I think he also has a new album on the way, either this year or early next. So, man's still working.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work in a lot of different genres and musical worlds, I guess.
For context, I did not oh, I forgot I was rich. For context, the other reaction wasn't like, what was wrong with it was we still had terrible, well, we didn't have a program yet. I was screen recording and laying the phone in front of my TV and trying to, I was recording and extracting that in a little cheap editing app and matching up. It was just really bad latency-wise. Words didn't match up. I think I had ate a cookie or something, and it had given me some type of poison that made me stupid, and it just was not it was not up to my standards, and I lost them a long time ago. So, yeah, let's get to it. Mike's off. he's got such conviction in his voice. And March of the Poozers was really cool. I like his demeanor, and in Tea Time, which we're patrons of the charismatic voice, and she done a Tea Time with Devin, and I wasn't as familiar with his work, so I didn't submit a question. But he was very friendly and knowledgeable of music and of tea, by the way. You know a lot about tea. So, what did you think about Devin in general?
So the first thing that caught me was his guitar sound. Just a really nice, thick, robust tone. Pulled me right into the song. I guess because I still think of him as a vocalist primarily, even though he does a lot of stuff. But yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think he started playing guitar before he started singing. His first gig was actually as the singer for Steve Vai on an album called Sex and Religion, which is pretty crazy. Steve actually handpicked him out of like a whole bunch of people that sent him tapes. And Devin was a unique artistic voice even then. But yeah, his guitar skills are amazing. His voice, it's got so many facets to it. He's used like sort of a cutting nasality and then almost like an operatic tone there a couple of times. And his tone is really nice. So he's got these distinct tones in both his guitar playing and his voice, which are really cool. And we've been doing reactions to The Warning. We talk about how expressive Danny's face is. Devin is like that too. Like his entire face is getting into this song. It's very fun to watch. He's definitely a character.
I agree with that for sure, no doubt. All right, I backed it up quite a bit. No, I love that crowd engagement. I do. It just kind of warms my heart, to see everyone engaging like that. It's a beautiful thing for one. You can, it's beautiful. I love seeing everyone enjoy themselves and be at one together at this concert. And I think we've had other bands that have played at this concert, but I'm not positive. I've heard of Royal Albert Hall before, for sure. You're muted, bud. You are muted.
Yeah, I think you said we might have seen Marillion play at this venue before. I know, like you said, I definitely have heard of Royal Albert Hall, and I'm pretty sure we've seen other artists play. Yeah, Devin's really good at engaging the crowd. This is actually, by Devin's standards, pretty tame visually. He's got the light show going and whatnot, but he'll sometimes almost literally employ an entire circus to visualize his music. Just sort of like the slow, kind of trancey vibe to this. It's got a solid groove. I'm really liking the drums. I also appreciate the fact that between Devin, his guitarist, and the drummer, not a follicle of hair to be found. So...
I just laugh because he always gives himself a hard time for that. It's not like you could help it, bud.
Oh yeah, that hair was not going anywhere, so removing it was the best thing I could do. It just sort of slid down. I won't mention my back.
Don't let it bear you front. You look like you got a shirt. This hair.
I was told by someone it looked like I was trying to grow a jetpack, so...
Well, I believe if you Hulk Hogan yourself and ran through the woods, Bigfoot would be found.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so Devin has this charisma, which reminds me of Ronnie Van Zant. And I know you all may be thinking I'm insane, but Ronnie Van Zant was cool and calculated on stage. He wasn't as enigmatic or as eccentric, but Devin is very cool, calculated, and he doesn't try to over or underdo anything. He just, I don't even want to say marches to the beat of his own drum. He's not worried about his pace, whether it's sped up or slowed down, or he just goes at his own pace, if that makes sense.
So I might be getting this slightly incorrect, but Devin has a condition where I think he actually sees sound. So, I guess shapes, colors, something like that. So I have a hard time believing that doesn't influence his compositional style and his performance. But yeah, I can't even imagine what that would be like. But yeah, I definitely recommend checking out the Tea Time interview because he's a very introspective individual. He's very polite, but also very blunt. Yeah, he's a fascinating individual, and his catalog, it goes from everything to like crazy industrial thrash to like almost ambient new age stuff to more sort of rock opera-ish stuff. And even this, which has got more like a combination of all the factors, kind of a heavy trance thing going. So yeah, he's a super talented and very creative individual.
Now I know March of the Poozers was like a concept album. I'm sorry to say it, I don't know what the Deadhead is, and I haven't pulled up the lyrics either. And we're already at 17 minutes. I know it's a longer song when I backed it up, but he deserves it. I screwed his first reaction up bad. So, yeah. Let's go further.
Pick a tempo.
right, before he goes back there, he's laughing the whole time when that I guess that's a solo, that guitar riff. So I don't know why, because it didn't look like he was playing it. So, not sure what, there must be an inside joke there or something. But I was laughing just because it sounded so good and it was well placed. You've been hearing that, almost melodic, dark, and inspiring, constant riff all at the same time. Like you're rocking your baby to sleep and you're going to kick somebody's ass and you're just cruising down the road all at the same time. Like,
Yeah, that riff added a bit of bounce to the sound, definitely.
yeah.
I think the reason why he's laughing, you heard him when the audience was clapping. He said, if you feel like it, pick a tempo, because they were seemingly having trouble clapping along with the drummer. So I think him and the audience were just getting a good chuckle out of their inability to clap in time.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So apparently, they're not using a click track.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. He might do that for when he practices solo stuff, but because I think he plays drums too. I really need to look this up. I know he plays a lot of stuff. I know he's super talented. But yeah, I like how, like you said, it had that whole rocking feeling back and forth, and that riff comes in, and it feels kind of inspiring, and it's like, okay, now it's time to go jogging.
Yeah.
It's definitely kind of a drifting through your thoughts kind of song.
I'm glad you couldn't hear me, man. I'll note down. Son of a bitch, man. I'll say it again. I'll turn my disco ball. God, whoa. Lord, I look like Devin's. How he makes you feel. But $3.99, you can buy one. I had more than that, I don't remember. But the pace, he seems to go against what per se metal is supposed to be, is fast and hard, fast. And I like the fact that he is as metal as fuck and yet it's slow and melodic, and I just like that. I'm a Tool fan, so I get into, I like the fast too, but he sounds more like, I'm not comparing, but I mean, to me, the bands I'm familiar with is like Deftones kind of pace, with that Maynard enigmatic frontman type, just style points. I mean, and yeah, that really reminded me of I can't think of their damn name right now. Devin Townsend. Anyway, he's good, man. I give Devin all the props in the world.
Yeah, those pitched screams at the end. So first of all, the "Oh yeah" that preceded them was possibly the mightiest "Oh yeah" ever recorded. And then those pitched screams afterwards, where he just kept going up. Like, harsh vocals are used for a number of things. That is a perfect example of using them to convey like a distinct emotional.
You heard harsh vocals?
Well, like his those screams toward the end could be considered a harsh vocal. Just they're just a lot higher than what you would normally hear. Like Will Ramos will occasionally go into that pitch as well.
I've never heard Maynard reference as harsh vocals, and he does that same.
But that just that those pitch screams are just so anguished in their sound, and also Devin's face conveying that too. Like I was positive either his skull was going to pop out of his skin or he's going to turn into a werewolf. One of the two things. So,
I mean, Axl Rose screams like that. It just blew my mind with that harsh vocal thing.
Yeah, again, it's a nebulous term, but that could just be absorbed from osmosis from the charismatic voice. So, my apologies. But either way, whatever it was, it's. And then again, just his ending scream there was awesome. I love sort of the grit that he added in those last verses, especially like how he sang "Pain." Like, definitely made you feel it. Yeah, and you can see why this performance is reacted to as much as it is, because it's amazing.
It's great.
I'm also amazed that he's able to maintain his voice after doing stuff like that, because he's 50 and still going strong. And I even remember him talking to Elizabeth about his touring regimen, where he's like, basically, I scream until I taste blood. It's like, that doesn't sound terribly healthy. But yeah, he obviously has has learned enough to sustain his voice over the years, and it's really impressive. Really impressive. But I think the fact that he doesn't always do super heavy stuff, I think definitely helps. I think the fact that he has such a great clean voice to rely on. Just listen to something like "Why." Like I said, he's just got such a wide variety of work. So hopefully we'll be able to touch on more of that. So, and then we can also think about touching on his strapping young lad stuff from the early years, which is basically the audio equivalent of being sucked into a jet engine.
I'm intrigued. I will be happy to do more Devin. So.
Yeah. Fascinating film.
I'm familiar with his back catalog. I mean, I've heard a few of his songs, but not what you're talking about. I haven't heard back that far.
He's done super heavy stuff. He's done, like I said, new age stuff. He's done a concept album about an alien coming to Earth in search for the perfect cup of coffee, which is Ziltoid the Omniscient. So he's
Ziltoid was the March of the Poozers.
March of the Poozers. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's definitely unique, no doubt about it. But unique in the best way. When Steve Vai says you're weird, that's double thumbs up there.
All right. Well, mental health is real, but
most definitely.
This kind of craziness, I think, is soothing.
Yeah, agreed.
If you want to call it comfortably numb.
Mm-hmm. Comforting chaos, maybe.
Beautiful disaster. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt.
A perfect union of contrary things.
Yeah, so there's a links below to support the channel, or you can be a member, $1.99 or $4.99. $4.99 just lets you be a part of member live streams, and or $1.99 can get you everything else. So it's probably the better deal, actually. So because we have live streams, period. So sorry, and I wasn't trying not to pay attention. My light thing right there will react to sound, and I was trying to get to work. It was working perfect while ago. Like, so it wouldn't have done nothing, but like right now it'd be like moving to the beat of my mouth or whatever, man. Like I want equalizer bar to my voice. So yeah, that I wasn't trying to not. I wasn't like checking my likes or nothing.
Stay
All right,
tuned for the evolution of the light tower.
Mental health is real, man, and
No doubt.
peace
Devin
is
is
the way
also
to
an
go.
advocate for that, so
Be a part of the start and quit count or don't count the days, make the days count. And if not now, tell me how we can change the world. Only together, and rivers and oceans do not divide us. Structures and institutions divide us, in my humble opinion. So
take care of
break the
yourself so you can
walls
take care of
down.
others.
Let's start a new world order, and not in the meaning of anyone, in the meaning of just plainly reset things.
And music is your best support group, so listen to it often.
He's really hungry. I can tell he's ready to go. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Much love. I'm hungry too, OGO. Let's go get some freaking food.
I'm glad we
man.
did this, though. Loved every minute of
Yeah,
this.
man,
Glad
me
we
too,
did.
man. Me too. Loving every minute of it. Sorry. All right. Much love, everybody. OGL is outie. I pump fake. I love you guys.